Hi guys, it's the Island Girl, and I'm back with another one for you today. And today I'll be reacting to how I see the US after living in Europe for 5 years. Now, guys, to be honest with you, if I did not have this channel right here, I wouldn't know anything about Europe. I wouldn't have looked into it if I didn't have this YouTube channel of mine. And after looking into these places, I tend to myself, I have options. Now I think of it, I can move, I'm considering moving out of the US. Before, I've never thought of that it never crossed my mind at all, and the more I dive in and the more I look and the more I compare other parts of the world compared to here in the US, I think it's a better move for me and my 5 kiddos. But with that said, I want to see what he's going to say. So we're going to get right into this video. So if you're new to my channel and it's your first time here, come on in, right back with a smile on your face and enjoy. To all my regular, schmegular, day one, sweetie pies, sweetie poos, come on in, right back, put a smile on your face and enjoy. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Here we go, right about now.
I just had a nightmare that I had to choose between 40 brands of toilet paper. It wasn't a nightmare. This is the US.
That is
I
so
always
true.
enjoy coming back to the US to see family, friends, nature. The nature is unbeatable, especially in a place like California. But living in the US is sort of like living in one big Hollywood movie. It's an experience, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And after
True.
4 years in Europe, I'm back in the US at the moment. So let me show you how I see the US now. It's time to do some grocery shopping. And of course, I hop in my car and drive 2 blocks to my local supermarket. And why walk when one can drive? Grocery shopping is an experience,
It
an
is.
adventure. You see, I'm used to only one or two choices of brands to choose from in the Netherlands.
Oh,
Here, there are like 50 brands of everything to choose from toilet paper to sausages to coffee. Let's see, hazelnut, maple pecan. I'm gonna go with caramel spice this time. On one hand, the variety is amazing. On
yeah.
the other, it can take me up to 15 minutes to buy toilet paper. I
One
know.
item.
Do you know about our national treasure, Costco? At Costco, you'll find anything and everything in extra, extra, extra large. Everything really is bigger in the US. Plus, the free samples, and the cheap hot dogs, and yes, unlimited drink refills. This is America.
Holy
Yep.
crap, the selection is crazy. And while it's really nice to come back and see all this variety in supermarkets from Safeway to Costco to Trader Joe's, it can be sometimes overwhelming when you have every single possible combination of coffee, toilet paper, and it can take me up to 20 minutes to buy a bag of chips. And the thing about free soda refills, while I still love the concept and I loved it as a child, it's actually not so free because it's going to cost you in the long run
Yep.
in terms of your health.
It's time to go meet some friends for lunch.
True.
And on the way there, I see them. Oh my, it's always a shock. The homeless. This is the part that Hollywood never shows. But life goes
So
on.
true.
It's part of everyday life in a big city. But I am looking forward to lunch and the food scene in the US. From Asian to Mexican to everything in
Variety.
between, there is something for everyone. And fast food everywhere, every block, every mall, every day. No wonder everyone is so big.
I.
Damn, I already gained 20 pounds. But I
It.
know I will lose it all when I get back to the Netherlands. And during lunch, my friend mentions her son had an allergic reaction, went to the emergency room. Luckily, he was fine, but they received a bill for $20,000.
Ouch.
And then my other friend tells me about the time he fainted, got transported to the ER, and was handed a $10,000 bill. It
Jesus.
definitely makes one think twice before deciding to go to the ER. And then we talk about work, which
Ah, he is so right on so many things. You walk into the supermarket, there's so many options in front of you. You tend to spend about 20 minutes deciding on what paper towel or tissue or cereal or juice you want to put in your house. And that's just the start of the shopping list. That is something. Not to mention when it comes on to variety of food. He's all right. If there's so many options. Not listen, shopping, food, and I can see where he's coming from with being overweight because there's a fast food on every corner. Now, let's not touch into healthcare costs. Just to get look at $20,000 just to go to the ER, just for them to give you say, okay, take some Tylenol, and this your headache will subside or the bleeding will stop. It's crazy. Wow.
which is the most American thing to talk about. And he tells me casually, it's fine, same old, had to work this past weekend. Still working 60 hours a week. And I think to myself,
If I ever decide to return back to the US, I think it would be quite difficult for me to adapt back to the American way of life, culture, in terms of working, the number of hours, the stress, the lack of vacation, the fact that people don't take their vacation days. But I do miss parts of American work culture, the drive, the ambition, the energy, being surrounded by people who are very ambitious about their careers. It drove me to become a better person, a more confident person. And to be honest, I do miss that because that is part of my DNA growing up in the US. But it's a trade off, right? It's a trade off between, yes, you do make a lot more money in the US, but the trade off is time.
and then we start talking about vacation. Another friend tells me about his jam packed 1 week vacation visiting 4 countries. And I was like, how is that possible? 4 countries, 1 week? Then I remember. That's how I used to travel as well.
And that,
It's crazy he said that because, man, it is so true. When it comes on to here in America, work. It's work over everything. Work over family time. Work over your own time. You understand? And it's there's no balance. It's you're constantly working so many hours. You don't really have time for yourself or to enjoy what are you working for. You understand? Um, Not only that, if you don't work, it seems as if you're gonna get left behind or you can't keep up with the bills or it's sad that's how it is. Va- don't even push vacation time into that because when you think about that, people don't even want to take their vacation time because they feel as if okay, I don't want to lose my job or let me not take my vacation time because I need to make up for so many other things. Man, if they do take their vacation, you're cramming everything in that 1 week, 1 to 2 weeks, because you don't get more than that. It's interesting.
that's the thing, right? When you don't have that much time, you learn to pack everything in. I remember when I was traveling to Europe during my first time, I traveled to 10 countries in 2 weeks
Wow.
because, well, when you only have 2 weeks, you learn to pack everything in. I had this Google Sheets, the agenda every day from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Every hour had an agenda, something to
Wow.
do. And that's the thing, right? When you travel so far to Europe, to Asia from the US, and you only have 1, 2 weeks, you better make the most out of your time.
True.
Now let's get back to paying the bill.
But wait, what the hell is this? Sales tax?
Yep.
Tip? Madness. I need to walk off this madness and the lunch. I walk towards Stanford University, which is nearby. I walk and I walk, and then I realize that I'm the only person walking. Oh wow, it's a lot further than I
Yep.
thought. No wonder nobody walks in the US. I arrived at campus to see a bunch of tourists. American universities, especially elite ones, are tourist hotspots.
Yep.
The brand name, the letters, the cost of tuition. It's one of the biggest businesses in the US. And then I overhear some people talking about the most recent mass shooting.
A mass shooting at an American school in suburban Denver.
There's 25 days in, and there have been 40 mass shootings.
It seems like this is the norm nowadays in the US. It's
Yeah.
sad and it's horrible. And oh, yeah, the police, they beat up someone else again. What's sad is that many people no longer trust the police. And I know plenty of great police officers, but all it takes is a few bad apples to ruin it for the rest of them. Now, I wonder what the news outlets are saying, because I've stopped reading the news. It's like this all out war, CNN versus Fox. You get two different stories.
Let's not get into where the news is concerned because that's another chaotic area. I do not listen to the news anymore. I don't watch it. I don't listen to it. It is too depressing. It's constant negativity. One channel is telling you one thing, the other channel is telling you another thing, and it's like they're pinning you against each other. Not to mention the police force. There's so many things happening in this world. Not to mention in the US, the mass shooting. So many. It's like it's a constant thing that you hear each and every day. These universities, as he said, it's a tourist attraction, and the fee to attend them, it's house money. Just so you're going to school and then you're walking out of a university with debt so high, it's crazy. You go out to eat, you pay taxes plus tip. It's yeah. I can see where he's going with this. I agree with everything that he's saying.
Country nowadays. The left versus the right, Democrats versus Republicans,
True.
the police versus the world.
And this is the thing that always shocks me when I come back now. How divided the country has become.
Yes.
I mean, you can literally lose a friend because of politics. The media has done a role in pitting this group versus this group as well. And it's sad because it doesn't seem so united anymore. It seems quite divided every time I come back. And it's sad.
It is.
And the thing about the police, well, the police, they have such a bad reputation now when in fact they should be part of the community protecting people. And yes, there have been very unfortunate events that have happened. But when I think about the majority of the police officers that I have met in the past, they've been good people, genuinely good people. And nowadays we tend to label people based on this profession.
Yeah,
It's a bias. When in fact, I think it's wrong to do that.
it is.
I think we should judge people based on their character, not on a label that we attach them to. But yeah, I hope things get better. I don't think so in the short term, but I hope
No.
things get better.
But hey, at least public restrooms are still free in the US. It's time to head to the mall to do some shopping and say hello to American consumerism and overly friendly customer service people.
Yep.
Shopping in the US is sort of like a game, looking for deals, getting credit card points. It can be extremely fun and addicting,
True.
but this is all part of the game of American consumerism. So be careful, or else you'll be in credit card debt like a third of Americans. Well, it's like
Hold up. Did he just say a third of Americans are in credit card debt? That is sad. That's just sad. It's crazy. It's shocking to hear. There's so many people credit card debt, but consumerism. Like he said, it's crazy. Oh, there's so many things to catch your eye, and you keep shopping and shopping, and by the time you notice, you know, you can't. You're over your in over your head. One thing that he said is when it comes on to politics, I don't discuss politics with no one. I don't discuss politics. I don't discuss religion. Those are things that I stay away from. You can lose people just like that from having a difference in opinion. And it is sad that that's how it is here. The divide is crazy, and It's obvious, as he said. I agree with everything he's saying. It's it's man, I don't know. It's this the more I think about it, it's not gonna change. You can only hope, but it's not going to change. People are who they are now, and they think that they're right in their head, and that's just how it is right now.
Late and it's time to head home. And of course, there's traffic at 3 p.m.
Yep.
And this guy ahead of me just cut off the cyclist.
Oh,
It's quite a shock to see bikes, cars, buses, motorcycles all merging together in one lane. It can be quite dangerous to cycle in an American city.
it is.
I then go and meet some friends for a drink, and I meet all these techies. And of course, I get asked the popular question.
Hey, so what do you do?
I make YouTube videos.
Oh, so you work for YouTube and Google, right?
No, I just make videos.
Oh, okay. So this is something that Americans do really well. We tend to compare ourselves against
Yep.
one another. It's a very competitive society. And we do this at a very young age. Which school, which college did you go to? What type of job, which company, who got promoted? It's part of the system. It's a very competitive society, in my opinion, compared to other societies. And I remember there was one time when I first started off my career, I was working in the Big Four accounting firm. And I went out to a bar with some friends. They were all investment bankers. And I was talking to this one girl who was an investment banker. And of course, we talked about what we did. And when I told her that I worked in a Big Four firm, she kind of looked down upon me and said something very judgmental, like, oh, you only work at a Big Four company. And so I just remember feeling very crappy at that point in time, like I wasn't
Wow.
good enough. But I don't blame her. It's the system that we grow up in,
Yeah.
and we tend to judge each other based on what we do.
What a long, exhausting day. Just another day in Hollywood. Just another day in the US of A.
Record. Wow. That video was well put. I really enjoy his take on everything because he is so right. It- the cyclists, rush hour traffic, all of these things, it plays a part. You are taught from an early age to compete with each other. You're taught to, you gotta work hard. That's how it is. When you it's like a cycle. You're putting the kids through school, and it's like they're groomed to act and behave a certain way. When he said about the police force, they're judged based on what they do and not based on their character. That's how it is here because so many things has happened, and then they just use those incidents to just put everybody under that umbrella. It's USA is a crazy place to be in. The diversity of everything, the culture, so many things have changed, and it to me it's not changing for the better, it's changing for the worse. That's how I see it. um this was well put, like I said. Interesting video. And he's in another country that I adore, the Netherlands. Wow. um with that said, it's the Island Girl, and I'm running out of here. I hope you'll enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you see it that way. With every country, there's good, the bad, and the ugly. That's how I see it. It's the Island Girl, and I'm running out of here. Don't forget to go in the comment section. Tell me what you'd like me to check out next. Not only that, continue to do what? Wrap back, relax, and enjoy your life. Guys, don't forget to do what? Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already so you don't miss whenever time I upload a video. Love you guys, and I'll definitely catch you guys in another video. Bye.